Well, I think it's safe to say I'm a Celeb is fully back on our screens. Last night, we saw all of the celebrities merge together for the first time in the camp. What an episode it was. From Mike Tyndall spitting bars and getting everyone up on their feet as he rapped, to Chris Moyle's very cunning plan as he told Owen Warner he's actually a very good dancer, a professional dancer, and he's been dancing for years. Chris has now formulated a cunning plan to carry on lying to Owen, who he has coined as gullible. The next lie coming up from Chris, apparently, is to tell him that his father invented the treadmill. It's already very obvious that this series is going to be, full of all the iconic events we know and love, as well as a lot of helicopters. There have been a lot of helicopters this series. And last night we got off to an interesting start. Viewers weren't best pleased with the challenge that saw Chris Moyles and Boy George in something called a torpedo tube. The water was rising as they took part, and it was kind of getting up to a point where viewers were expressing a lot of concern for them. At one point, Chris was struggling, evidently, and he told Ant and Deck that he had panics as the water got to a point where he was saying that he couldn't breathe very well. Viewers were on social media saying that it was so dangerous and kind of slammed the challenge.
Strike a pose.
Fans of the show were also wondering where Corrie icon Sue Cleaver was. She's still on the show, but people were saying that she didn't get much airtime. In fact, some said, had she gone missing? I can confirm she's not gone missing. She is still very much on the show. She just didn't get that much airtime last night, or not as much as Boy George, should we say, who was front of our screens. Viewers were absolutely loving him, but at some points, people did question whether there was a bit of a feud going on between himself and Charlene White. He actually called her a bossy boots, and this was over the cooking, which, on I'm a Celeb, there's always some sort of feud going on when it comes to who's going to be the cook, who's going to cook the food. And Boy George has coined himself as a very good chef. However, he said that it's hard to show that when someone else has already decided that they're going to take charge. This was, of course, in reference to Charlene. Olivia Attwood was on our screens last night, just not a lot. She's obviously gone home on medical grounds, but we did see her briefly at the start. We saw her take part in a challenge, and then we later saw her join the rest of her campmates in the jungle. Her team have now issued a statement on Instagram. It's a long statement. She thanks fans for all of their support during this time, and it does say that we will hear Olivia's truth soon. Now, obviously tonight we have got the first big challenge. So exciting. It's called Horrifying Heights, and viewers have voted for Babatunde to take part. Perhaps unsurprisingly, given the last time he tried to take part in a height challenge, he said, "I'm a celebrity, get me out of here." And in a little preview ahead of the show, we can see that the comedian is absolutely crippled with fear as he tries to take it on. So we're going to have to watch his space to see if he manages to do it.